sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you run for one term, he insisted. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should find something else. You can knowing that 2023 you'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 you'll be tired, you could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he insisted, he said, when you run for one term, he insisted. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow this? So you just that why we tell you. You screw us, you screw us, and you know what?
Mama, some people call you caramel, someone else call you perfect. For me, I call you
Okay, welcome. Our supporters, our haters, those that are following us via our live Facebook stream and our YouTube channel, those that are listening to us via the radio and whatever means you are listening to us through. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salute to the morn. On the line, I have the Revolutionary National Youth League Chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, Honorable Morba Johnson, Emmanuel Morba Johnson. He's on the line, and we will be speaking with him immediately. We take our commercial break to get some words from those that power this show. We will be getting to the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the CDC, Honorable Emmanuel Morba Johnson, who is there in the diaspora. He will be addressing national issues and wide range of political issues surrounding the country and the CDC. The second segment will see the appearance of a agreed MCSS Teachers Association leadership appearing on a platform to address issues relating to the teachers and student community.
Some people call you Parabellus. Some of them call you Country Giant. For me, I call you someone like me, happy sin. They might give me happy sin. Yeah, I want to happy sin. So they will do happy sin. Yeah, happy sin. Whatever.
It's about musical. They are across many places. Never come to take long. You can see. So if you see crying, don't take out in your head. You get courage. Very come together. That's the perfect for us. If you said that to your dog, but are you sure you talk? If you see a human talking, you change it. Whoever is there, if you see don't keep it. About to boy. People bring themselves to your door. Stop and cry and make them feel for them people. Stop and here. On the second of the interior. People say they're stopping here for all along. The people bring themselves to your door. Stop and cry and make them feel for them people. Stop and here. On the second of the interior.
Ground Stop for Liberia is here for you. Remember, see it, report it. This is a message from your phone self-open Women's Time.
People bringing safety to your door.
Are you seeking financial empowerment, dreaming of building your future? Then your solution is Bokonjide Group of Companies. Bokonjide, your trusted partner in microfinance, construction, and general services. We provide microfinance for many institutions like House of Representatives, the Liberian Senate, National Portrait Authority, Governance Commission, LRA, Gender Ministry, Corporate Development Authority, GAC, and Other Lines Ministry and Agency, with a percentage rate from 15% to 20%. At Bogongide, we understand your aspiration, your goals, and your dreams. That's why we offer telemicrofinance solutions designed to uplift individuals and communities alike. Whether you are an entrepreneur with a vision or a family, even for a better tomorrow, our microfinance services pave the way to financial independence. But that's not all. Bokongida Group of Companies doesn't just stop at microfinance. Our expert construction team brings your architecture dreams to life. From residential to commercial projects, we craft spaces that inspire, innovate, and endure. And when it comes to general services, Bokongida is your one-stop destination. From facility management to logistics, we ensure seamless operation every step of the way. With our apartment rental and furnished apartment for long and short-term stay, you will enjoy the luxury of comfort. Join the thousands who have entrusted their dreams to Bokongida. Experience, unmatched professionalism, dedication, and integrity. With Bokongida Group of Companies, your success is not just a goal, it's our mission. Visit our Capital Building office or find us in the Royal Garden Plaza on Crown Hill, Broad Street, or call today 0770-520-958 or 0777-017-603 or 0886-622-599 or email Bokongida Group of Companies at gmail.com. Bokongida Group of Companies, microfinance, construction, general services, your partner in progress. New there, do something. It's the Win Nigeria Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM. Yes, the Win Nigeria Cash Giveaway is here. For just 50 LD or 25 cents USD, you can win from 5K, 6K, 8K, and 10K LD. To play the Win Nigeria Cash Giveaway, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's a Win Nigeria Cash Giveaway on Freedom 87.9 FM.
Amanda, Maipuye, Iliberia, Double.
Trigger.
Aha, y'all want to go to put your time right to take over.
Like
I'm going to roll it, I'm not going to I'm going to roll my body, coming again. I'm going to roll my match, we're coming again. We are going to see this coming again. And then we'll go to the young. It's over and you get to it. Better move to it. You get to it. Better move to it. You get to it. Somebody get away. You get to it. We want to get away.
And so, welcome back. Welcome back. Like I said before going from a break, the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Congress for Democratic Change is right now live on the line. He will further inform the public as to where we are joining him. He is Honorable Emmanuel Morba Johnson. He is the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC. Honorable Johnson, welcome to the platform. Freedom Heart Talk here on Freedom FM 87.9.
Thank you ever so much, my good friend and brother. Let me say good evening to the young people in the Republic of Liberia, under the banner of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic Change, and by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. It is indeed an opportunity to be with you. I want to appreciate you for all of what you're doing. You are incredibly making very powerful strides, keeping our people informed, keeping the message alive, which is why we are on this platform, not to decline any means opportunity given to us to inform our people about the prevailing circumstances in the country. So I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I want to appreciate the Freedom FM family for the heavy liftings and the tax of the liberated people.
Thank you. Yeah, so Honorable Chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League, CDC, so, would you mind telling us where you are joining us from?
On a serious note, I would want to mention where I'm currently stationed, and the reason is for security reasons, of security purpose.
Okay. Who's this person calling me? You that calling me, stop calling me. Honorable Mayor, I'm on the line with the chairman of the CDC Youth League. Stop calling my number. Please don't call again. We'll talk after, please. Go ahead, Honorable Chairman. Oh, God. If you are listening. Yes, I think so. I think so. Mr. Chairman. Okay. Yes. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
So I'm between the US and the UK, but I'm okay. I'm doing well. My security is okay, it's safe. But my heart is unsafe, and I'm unpleased with the fact that I'm trying to wrap up very fast to ensure that I'm back
home. Do we expect that? How do Liberians expect you back home?
Very soon. I can assure you, in a nanosecond, I will be back home. The circumstances of identifying the excesses, the violations, the corruptions, circumstances in our country, it's not just enough to flag the issues. Honestly, that's why I feel very weary to always be on the phone having conversation about the missteps of the regime. I think it is about time that we don't just highlight the missteps of the system, but we be able to pressure the government to do what is appropriate, because it is our fundamental right to ensure that the government be accountable for its stewardship. So I feel somehow easy when I keep having conversation on the radio about the missteps of the government. You can see everywhere the government is failing. Liberians are not in peace. Liberians are in agony. They are suffering. The circumstances of young people leaving education, not finding job is very serious. A chronic circumstance in our country that require urgent redress, and the government has neglected on that responsibility. So there are several other things that we feel very uneasy about just having conversation on the radio. And I want to appreciate all of the young people, under the banner of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Congress of Democratic Change, and by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. You focus organization, the Student Unification Party, PROSA, the student-based political party that are staging actions, protest actions against the government. And I think that is the best way. And Youth League is preparing herself in every manner, form, and repetition against the government. And I can assure you, when we begin to engage the government, it will not just be a conversation on the radio. It will be a conversation to stop the government legally carry on unjustifiable actions, or carry on violations that affect the life and the well-being of our people. So we will do that in a deliberate attempt.
Okay, Chairman. Since you have laid the basis to the real issues, Mr. Chairman, as the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the CDC, your party chairman, Anthony Augusto Jangako, spoke tough in line with what you are saying, that the party is ready, willing now, able to move in the direction that we see Liberians being included in government, especially that there is a huge exclusive, let's say, exclusion in the government of the Unity Party headed by Mr. Bwakai. And he talked tough. Your party chairman is calling on the government and international community to intervene in regards to students protesting for job and justice, as in the case of the student from the Student Unification Party and other civil society groupings that gathered in unison to protest the government's missteps in terms of the wrongful governance they are providing for Liberian people. And I will want to know, I think the public will want to know, what is the position of the National Youth League of the party?
Well, our positions is very clear. We have followed suit on all of the violations that the government has been carrying out against young people. Whether it has to do with the scholarship promised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to empower young people in the to take them to the United States, according to what they said, to provide quality tertiary education and training for them. Up to this present circumstances, we have not seen any young person who can put their hands up and say, "Oh, I have benefited from this government." The government also said that they would have provided 10,000 young people opportunity to learn information technology as the world moved to digital application. Not a single young person have had the opportunity to be gainfully employed for digital technology. The government has said several other things. One of the promise, one very major thing that the government has said, that the government would have provided a condition where no young people will experience drugs and substance abuse in our country. And the United Party government campaign on that promise that they will ensure that judicially the issue of drugs and substance abuse will be settled. They will ensure policy interventions that relies on resuscitating the life of young people, rehabilitating the condition where young people are experiencing. Up to now, as we speak, we have not seen any young persons who have had the opportunity to fully be recovered from a government-led program that has been at risk. So the situation is compounded. So the Youth League, again, with the strongest stance, feel that we don't have to just continue to highlight some of these wrongdoing of the government. We must be able to take civil actions against the government. So the Youth League has cataloged what we call a plan of action. It's actually not meant to be said on the radio at this point.
Okay.
This interview was impromptu. As a matter of fact, I just have to jump on this line because I cannot declare what needs to be said to young people in Liberia, especially at the time where lots of young people are graduating and don't have jobs. Young people are going to bed hungry. The issue of young people not in education, not in training has skyrocketed. Even the World Bank and the IMF have recognized that these young people are struggling, things are difficult. And that's why the Student Unification Party protest really gives severe attention, because even the Voice of America realized, and again, these are conversations currently happening at the Capitol in the US. They have realized that the government has failed, or has continues to fail the Liberian people, and because Mr. Walker is one of the consistent preachers and falsehoods. Sometimes you listen to him on the radio. Most times you have the opportunity to come on the radio. Mr. Bogart sound as if he stay in election period. You know, he doesn't realize. I don't know what happens to him though. Like he doesn't realize that elections are over and he's the president and he's governing. He should be governing in a way, a manner, a form that will be appropriately sufficient in achieving the promises made to the Liberian people. So the Youth League, in one manner and form, we feel that talking is not enough. We are very tired. We are sick of having conversations. I can tell you the number of press releases we issue. Statistically, we issue over 3,000 plus press releases, and the government came to power. We're written to international partners. The United States Embassy have our letters. We've also written to the global money that is controlled by U.S. Department to level tension against some key government officials who are brutalizing and violating our laws. Like for example, the Inspector General of Police, Gregory Cuomo, who has blatantly violated human rights and have abused substantially human rights in Liberia. Young people who peacefully came out to express their grievances have been always met with unlawful state violent actions. You've seen that everywhere. We've seen that in Kenya. We've seen that most recently with the student education party. So the Youth League, we have not reached the point, and you don't want to push on at the point where we say, oh, okay, this condition in Liberia can be no longer said on the radio, has to move to armed struggle. I don't think in my mind, and I know Liberians will agree with me, young people will agree with me, that the circumstances now we will not resort to armed struggle, but we will substantially pressure the government to peaceful civil actions that will ensure or compare the government to do what they have promised the Liberian people. And by far, there is no government official who will come on the radio and say, oh, we've done this, we've done this, we've done that. All of what they have said or the public doing has been things that President we have already initiated, and they just passing all over the place, masquerading all over the place.
Yeah, that was my next question. I was about to transition to development comparatively. If you compare and contrast between the previous government under your administration as the CDC and this government headed by Mr. Bwakai.
Well, substantially you cannot compare the two because the CDC purple agenda for prosperity and development, when we came to power in 2017, the agenda was launched effective immediately. Under the Unity Party, how do they call the agenda called arrest?
Yes. According to
that agenda was being launched almost 2 years. They went a year before they launched arrest. That means that these guys were not very serious for governance. They have no plans. They have no vision. They just came up with unsubstantiated promises, not being convinced about what they have said they were going to do. So Liberians have realized that these people have lied. They have lied about everything to an extent where state resources that was used to build $10 million mansion in Foya, Wagan said, at the point where the mansion was already completed, Mr. Baga came on the radio. They have a very lengthy press conference at the EFBC, and he said that project was a regional project. Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Ivory Coast were all contributing to the fund to ensure that they construct that building. The building was already constructed. In other countries, the president will be removed from power for lying to the Liberian people.
Sure.
And for being unable to account of where the fund came from. That's another one.
Sure.
Because up to present, there has been no information where has the fund came from the $10 million mansion being built in Foya.
We should surround the core of conduct.
Joki, this is one of the projects of the Youth League. Substantially, during our return, once we conclude everything and finally we return to the country, Mr. Barker will tell where he got the money from to complete the project, the $10 million project in Foya. If he refuses to do that, the project will be seized by young people. I can assure you, we will recruit young people in Foya
that building will be barricaded sufficiently, and that building will be turned into a space for young people. We have a plan already on hand to initiate such a project. We don't care about how he will influence the army. We don't care about how you influence the police. All we care about is he must be able to be accountable. And you were saying something. What was it, please?
Yes, I'm saying it surrounds the issue of the code of conduct. You come from the business Article 90 that talks about conflict of interest. I think that will drag into it.
Absolutely, there are several issues that has to do with corruption in the country and that border around conflict of interest. Not only just that he is the seated president, and even though you guys, and that's why I always say, we will ensure that the Unity Party leaves power, and will bring the CDC into power. And I would disagree 100% with President Weah if he became president, and he refused to prosecute Joseph Yuma. We will be one of the young people who would stand up against President Weah and say this is not what we fight for, because Waka has clearly established wrongful practices in our country. He has wrongfully done things that have gone into the crucible of how he should be prosecuted. You cannot take state funding and you come up with a building and you lie, you say it's a regional funding. There has been no trace financially, there is no financial trace for regional body that point towards support for the $10 billion project in Foya. There have been state resources that have been used by Mr. Waka, and that's what we established part of the premium class. Today, Mr. Waka has transformed his home. The home Mr. Waka was living in 2013, 2014, 2015, up to 2016, 17. It's not the current home Mr. Waka living in. That area has been clearly renovated. If not, demolish the whole structure and rebuild it. The tire and every other facility today that he enjoys, it is not only the fact that he worked as president, he can receive his own his just salary that he used to furnish that environment. So all of the information and all of the evidence in our hand, we will ensure, and I know President Weah will do that. President Weah will ensure that the first president that will be handcuffed and be sentenced to jail will be Mr. Joseph Yuma Bwaka. He will be handcuffed. He will be charged for corruption or economic sabotage of our country. And beyond all reasonable doubt, we have the evidence. And that evidence will be provided at the court. Bwaka will be tried. He will be sentenced to prison. He will remain in prison. And I pray that sentence be a letter imprisonment. And even if he dies before his sentence, we will ensure that wherever he is buried, we will change that grave to ensure that he doesn't go with impunity. There are lots of issues that have gone with impunity. Young people have been raped. There has been impunity in our country today. The information, the Internal Affairs Minister, Sonkale, we haven't seen any institution that have even attempted to investigate him. President, we haven't seen anybody, any institution have been any single attempt to prosecute him. Magio, the guy who
the from Ministry of Human Resources.
Sorry?
Yeah, from Ministry of Human Resources.
Yeah, Brian Magio, who raped the 14-year-old little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the police, without even going to court, the police is declining all charges against him.
Mm-hmm.
So these are people that will be handpicked, will be prosecuted. Jeremiah Kuhn, one of such persons who also influenced the national legislature for the removal of Jacob Follower.
Okay, that was my next question to you, Mr. And I think this is because of the matter. Mr. Chairman of the Youth League CDC, the Bwaka administration, based on historical facts, have illegally, because we all were around and there's no need to beat around it, have illegally transgressed on the functions and authority of the legislature by removing in a renegade manner, removing the legitimate speaker at the time, Honorable Jonathan Fonati Kofa. And with that bad precedents, that evil mindset, decided to carry out the same process with Honorable Yeke Koluba. Mr. Dallas Didon, Senator Monserrato County, is disagreeing with the United Party Baka co-administration, while at the same time, your counterpart, the Youth League chairman of the Unity Party Youth Congress, have condemned the illegal removal or expulsion of Honorable Yeke Koluba. Your thoughts, Honorable Youth Chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change?
We may not politically align with Yeke Koluba. We politically, I'm not one person. I'm not one such person that believes in the political teachings of Yeke Koluba. We are divergent in terms of political orientation, but beyond all other reasonable doubt, what those guys did, for example, Delon condemning the act of removing Yeke Koluba, I think is an act of showmanship. The Unity Party Youth Chairperson condemning that act is also an act of showmanship, because the president and the vice president, Mr. Jeremiah Poon and Josiah Yumam, who those individuals have interactions with even after their condemnations for political optics, go back and settle schools with the president and settle schools with the vice president.
Sure.
So they're not very sincere about condemning about the condemnation on the horse action against Yeke Koluba, because that action was clearly supported by the Unity Party vice president Jeremiah Kwankun and Mr. Joseph Yuma Kwaka. And I say that in a stronger terms, because if that was sincere, you have seen Delon in his advocacy previously under the leadership of President Weah. He was one of those persons that came on the public media and said he's going to storm President Weah. Have you listened to that recording?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
So if you have the chance, you can do that. But we want to tell you to what extent Delon went against President Weah, and today he's with showmanship and saying he condemned what has happened at the House of Legislature against Yeke Koluba. We think that is a bluff. That is a clear showmanship. If Delon is serious, he will be condemning Bwaka, he will be condemning Kuhn, because these are the engineers of the removal of Yeke Koluba. And we don't want to dignify their condemnation, but I think substantially, there are a few things that usually will do, and I just list one of it. Another one is our engagement with the national legislature. Our return witness not just a protest actions against the legislature, specifically the House of Representatives, because we believe that there are some people who are in the House of Representatives, they're not supposed to be there, you know. Most especially the Deputy Speaker, Thomas Spara. That individual substantially has abused our law, has used our national budget to support and funnel state resources. He's one person that we also trying to run the Global Municipality, the State Department, to ensure that they impose sanctions on him, because we cannot witness the absolute abuse of our law. We cannot witness the terror impact of our national budget by Thomas Spara and his cronies. So our actions, one of such actions will be ensure that the Deputy Speaker and the current Speaker will not go to office. That will happen. One of the youth league will also see some action that will stop the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker from entering the House of Legislature. And whatever they think they can do in their power, we want to see how they can go about achieving that. But we can assure you that will be one of our actions against the current House of Legislature. And more especially, the issue that That is clearly a violation of our law. If you look at the presumption of innocence, Article 21 of our Constitution, a person is presumed innocent until beyond all reasonable legal doubt. So why would legislator, and that's what certain lawmakers, from Albert Jones to Pima Dewey, were expelled by the CDC. And we were once a such person who also appreciated and inspired such conversation, because those individuals are anti-party, they are deviants, they are party deviants, they have engaged consistently in anti-party activity. They were the same clique of legislators that undermine Speaker Kofa. Undermine Speaker Kofa. And I think our law has not reached to a point where a party will remove her lawmaker when that lawmaker goes against party doctrines. And I think we need to elevate the conversation of political, not political, but legislative engagement to show that political parties have influence on how to remove lawmakers if they refuse or undermine or violate the standing principle of that political party. There are other countries who have already gravitated towards that scenario or circumstance. We need to push a little bit forward towards that, because what we see now is that patriotism. We're not seeing any patriotism. We may not agree with Yeke, but Yeke has the right. He has the right to express himself. And that's what we've been saying, that United Party is not honest, because yesterday they considered Yeke Kola to be a revolutionary. You won't believe that. They said Yeke Kola was a revolutionary. Yeke Kola was speaking tough against President Weah. They passed the parade with Yeke Kola all over the place. Today they see Yeke Kola hasn't changed. He's still talking against the government. So how will you say this person is a revolutionary if he was a revolutionary yesterday and today he's not a revolutionary? Because they see that he did the previous government, he's still doing the same thing. So we realize that the United Party has changed, but Yeke Kola has not changed. And the United Party will always change because they are not honest. They are consistently failing in achieving their promises that they made to the Liberian people. And the Youth League, in all honesty, to be honest, I think we've gone too far, too hard with creating several other communication against the Unity Party government. It is time for action. And the young people will agree with me that it is time for action. It's time for action against the legislature. It's time for action against Mr. Joseph Imam. And even literally, there are a lot of pre-trial detainees. In the prison today, we receive calls. Don't support from the prison. People go to prison on allegations. Their cases are on dockets, have not come to a prominent conversation. Too many things happening illegally in our country. Corruption issues. The public welfare minister today, he said in opulence, demonstrate arrogance. He's not doing anything substantive to change the real condition in our country.
So,
Famous swear that breathless resources, and I want you to listen to this very carefully and keenly. And I'm very particular about this because Amon was one of those presidents who, against President Weah, who consistently talk about corruption. Amon Swear today, the head of the LPRC today said where he is, divert state resources not to cover the government consolidated accounts, but to cover of his shameless member. And I want to get it very, very clear. Resources that are meant to be sent to consolidated accounts of the government, they must divert those created new accounts, send the money in the account of family members to change their living or whatever circumstances, whatever they intend to do with it, well, it's up to them. But it's not just going to be up to them, because Amos will be one of the presidents that will be prosecuted. Amos is carrying on a lot of corruption, just as Sekou Double is doing at the National Food Authority. Amos is also carrying on a lot of corruption situation at the LPRC. And we have to be very serious about that. He's going to be one of the young presidents, he's going to be one of the presidents that the young people will stage an unstoppable protest action against because of the engagement, his engagement in on the radio because I feel moved by the conversation we're having. But this is going to be one of the tasks of the youth league. If we don't do that, then it means that the youth league has not achieved our objective. We will show that Amos Square doesn't just move, or it's not just removed from FPRC, but he's charged with corruption and he's prosecuted under our watch. We will do that. We will do that with one of our watch.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, before we can go to the lines, so that you hear from your people and interact with them, my final question to you: what's the youth league take in regards to the president's nomination for chairperson National Elections Commission?
The youth league, in absolute term, is against the nomination of Jonathan Will. And what should grab the attention of many citizens, you have to take it very seriously. And it's not just one of the matters that the youth league will talk about and allow to be on notice. I have said several other things, but the issue of the National Election Commission begins with the direct actions of the youth league, and we have to see it in a manner and form that is as crucial as our intention or desire to transform Nigeria. We have to see as urgently very necessary as our commitment to the Liberian people that there will be change of one government to another government. President Weah transitioned the country without any doubt. He made a very clear and plain transition, even without the announcement of the National Election Commission in transition to the country. Jonathan Weah, and I want you to get it very, very keenly. In the 2023 election, Jonathan Weah was planted by the Unity Party. The Unity Party have an extra electionary engagement, the committee headed by Jonathan Weah and the former election commission.
James.
James Floyer. The former election commission, James Floyer. That committee was responsible not to collect data from polling centers or polling places. And I want you to get this very clearly because this is very important. This could change the whole dynamic in Nigeria. You know, this could shape our country's ability to put up uprising. And I'm saying this with all passion, with all commitment in me, in my body, in my heart, and in my soul. If we go to the election with Jonathan Weah, and I'm giving the circumstances, Weah was appointed by the Unity Party, Waka and Kumu, to lead in 2023, to lead an effort that will contradict results of the National Election Commission and create chaos in Nigeria. So we saw a video, and you have that video. You can play that video wherever you can. Jonathan Weah, James Floyer, they both stood in an open environment, an environment where you could not find the text. Because if you see the text, you realize there was some mathematical calculation done. If you see the computer, you realize there was some configuration of data done. There was no tear, there was no ink in the hands of Jonathan Weah. He stood up with so much arrogance and said that the Unity Party won the election on the first ballot.
Yes.
I want you to get my statement.
Yes, I've listened to that. I've played that here over and over.
Very good. A man who without an inch or a pinch of authority announced the Unity Party winning on the first ballot in a fraudulent and clandestine manner. What will happen is that he may have the authority to be chairperson of the election commission. Do you think you gotta be serious on it? You think he's gonna sit with all of the evidence? And this is the real serious part of it. And I think our country, some of us we're not willing for like US to transition into violence, into chaos. That's not our calling. That's not what we want. We are patriotic people. We're nationalistic people. We follow a political leader that is a peace icon, that is a symbol of reconciliation and peace engagement. that was proven under President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf by making him peace ambassador. It was also proven by ECOWAS during his different engagement. It was proven by the UN of his peace engagement when Liberia was at war, when he brought peacekeepers to Liberia to settle the conflict in the country. So we are beyond a person, a man of peace, of institutional, moral, revolutionary peace. This is the man we're behind. And he's not going to be one president that's going to force into what we're going to do. And I appreciate some of the brothers who said we're not going to listen to the president. We will obviously not listen to him because this is not about him. It's about our future. President we have served as president one time. It is our desire for him to serve as president for the second time after his presidency. He's not going to serve as president for the third time, but the constitution is not going to change. But the fact remains that 2029 is the young people's turn. Is the term of the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension the Coalition for Democratic Change.
Okay.
An attempt for a genital leader, beyond all reasonable doubt, beyond all circumstances, that he will be pushed towards not being changed. As chairperson of the Election Commission announced the result, Liberia will go back into war. And will be one of such individuals that will appreciate ordinary Liberians. Because it's a just cause. It will be a just war. We are talking now in 2026 about what will happen in 2029.
Mr. Chairman, do you mean what you say? Will you mind repeating that?
Do not say we never warn you. We are in the evening of 2026. We are in April. Are we in April?
We are in April. Today the 20th.
Today the 20th of April.
Sure.
We are saying what will happen in 2029. We are calling for the immediate and absolute removal of Jonathan Widow as chairperson of the National Election Commission by Mr. Walker. We are calling for his removal, absolute and convincing removal. And we want to say this, we want to repeat ourselves. An attempt for Widow to remain as chairperson of the National Election Commission without Mr. Walker listening to what we are saying on this day of April 2026. Liberia will reverse a course of action into brutal civil war, and young people will lead that effort to ensure that the government at that point, because we know Widow will be very adamant in announcing us as winner in 2029. We will remove the government with violence, with armed force. We will do that.
Call me. And the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, Honorable Emmanuel Morba Johnson, is live and talking tough tonight. Call me on this number on 0776 104 104. Call me on 0886 500 104. Call me and speak with your youth league chairman, who is calling me in between the United States and the United Kingdom. This first caller on line 1. Hello, your name and you joining us from where?
Joseph, I'll call you from All Road.
And my name is Junbkies Morris. Chairman Emmanuel Morba Johnson is on the line.
Yeah, I just prayed after I just spoke.
The man is the youth league chairman of the CDC.
I want you to be the party chairman because.
Hello. Oh, that caller was pushed out. Hey, no, you can do that to us here. This caller on line 3. Hello, your name and you joining us from where? Welcome.
My name is Ivan Jackson.
Yeah, go ahead, Ivan. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. We are listening. The public is listening.
Yeah, as first actually. We're looking at in the country for now. Like very president. Because as far as concerned, because that is happening in the country. Things go on, young person now, not doing anything. They imagine we're calling the money to go on to. Not at all. Young people there enjoying the business of the country. Not living there for the end. When
will not sit in there and not having to. That's why it's too much of the old days. We definitely go to the old days because what's happening is something now. We're not allowed that again. We're happening now.
Thank you. I'll leave it there. Amen. Lower your monitor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, bring it. My dear brother, I'm talking with you. I'm preparing my passport for my family, not for myself. Because one of us, for me, I'm going to stay here to fire that AK bullet or that RPG bullet. Because what we are hearing from the unity parties, partisans, that they're going for 24 years. We talk about 20 years. People are talking about 24 years. Let me tell you something. When we are waiting for someone who will stay by, our family will go visit a Senegal, a refugee, or Africa. Will fire bullets in this country. Thank you. That's what I have to tell you.
I'll leave you there and go back to line 1. Hello, your name and you joining us from where? Chairman Emmanuel Mora Johnson is not in line. CC, you've reached Chairman.
Yeah, good evening. I'm telling the voice of Sabu Rasta. I want to be a journalist from the Concern Librarian for Justice Movement.
Hey, Sabu Rasta, go ahead.
How you doing, brother? How you doing? Oh, come on, man. How you doing, brother? Thank you for putting me on to the brother. Let me say this tonight. I want you to put me on record because I know the world are listening. My brother, any attempt, 2029, my brother, that God will be like Iran. Ain't what happening in Iran?
Thank you. Yeah. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there and go to line 2. Hello. Quickly. Chairman Mora, Emmanuel Mora Johnson is on the line. CC Youth Chairman. Go ahead. Quickly, 20 seconds. No time.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead because the MCSS aggrieved teachers are already here. The president, Chairman Emmanuel Johnson, talking the same flat-footedness of the government. Go ahead.
Right. So, the chairperson said, I think 2023 partner said if does not win elections, there will be a civil war in Nigeria. That statement will be read. Waka is not the owner of Nigeria. Any attempt comes from 29. Anybody to win elections in this country means that Nigeria will go back to civil war. If this Nigeria is going to civil war, Waka will be one of the leaders. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll leave you there. I'll leave it there and take. I think this should be Phil Morris from the Netherlands. Hello.
Hi, Morris. How are you?
By God Almighty grace, I am guarded. Chairman Emmanuel Mora Johnson is on the line.
Yes, I heard you speaking. You know, for us that saw 1990 war, we will not call for war, but there will be no cheating because everybody will see it clearly. So everybody will stand up for the right, but I would not advise that we go the right that Joseph win by saying that if don't win, it will be the end of right behavior. You know, instead of us going low like that, we go high. So I was told, Chairman, we hear you, we shouldn't go that way. Please, that we all respect the law, do the right, because war is right. We saw it at Bristol. I even know if I heard about Bristol, the American ambassador to Bristol.
Sure.
First 7 people that went there because when the war came to Monrovia. So please, some of us by experience.
Okay.
I lost my brother on Mercury Street, and I don't think that will be the right approach. Yeah, Chairman, I salute you, but let me go the right way. Thank you, Mark.
That was Phil Morris from the Netherlands. We'll leave it there and go to line 5 and take this call. Hello, back home. Hello?
I want to know. My name is Sam. I want to know what does Guineans social state doing at Polo? I
Okay.
really want to know.
Okay.
You kidding me?
Yes, Chairman Emmanuel Mora Johnson will respond to that. Hello?
Yeah. We hear like Mora Johnson. I use Mora Johnson can use the room.
Go ahead, Mora, pass away.
Yeah, I listen to the UC chairman. He speak well from the senator to there. And that's just plan to comment. All the things are doing. We just giving a job out of 2028, 2029. They see when the possibility flow into the fire. In the middle, they remind about what was there. But there's a party going to the police. But the police just feel that maybe you go up on the street. The police can go up on there to go to the and the policeman, you feel like you go after all. All the people see you right now. Going after all, going after you and your family, and so the government can peace in the end for the control to the land, peacefully. It's not going to come in. The government will make it happen, will make it happen. So the same the party machine is strong on there. The people will prevail, then they make it a same way, the way we should prevail 2020 now. We don't want to do that, but we want to make it hard, we'll make it hard.
Okay, I'll leave it there and go back to line one. Hello, lower the monitor you using. Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask a question, please. Is it possible for these police guys that have been harassing, that have been beating their own family, with the last event, is it possible they will get a video for them?
Okay. Okay. That's a question. I think that question. Well, yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Go ahead quickly. 20 seconds.
Yeah, okay, my name is Mohammed Tonto from Antonio. Yeah, I joined the conversation from the Japan freeway. Jackie, one of your callers from the diaspora just called saying that the ride that the Union Party told during the presidency. We're not following people, but the way the government is proceeding towards 2029, that's what we're sending a target to them. Say the way you guys are proceeding in 2 years' time, you guys have filled a lot of people. The way you guys are proceeding, especially the record like CPR, the project, this party that was seen in this country, the one thing is that 2029, if they stuck election, saying that they will rig the election, we will not tolerate this. We engage them, but say you need to say, we should be tolerant.
So in the words of Chairman Mora Johnson, when gentility fails, brutality prevails.
Exactly.
I will leave you there and go to line 2. This caller. Go ahead. Your UV chairman is on the line from he's in between the United States and the United Kingdom.
All right, let me further say my revolution answer to the most powerful unit of the world, the Mount Johnson, and let me get into the delegation to start the nation. So, the member of the capacity, I'm speaking like capacity to that. I'm speaking a capacity of a common chairman. I'm the common chairman of the world. All the common in the world. I represent them and I speak for them. And so now I'm going to speak for them.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. No time.
Thank you. Let me further say a thing about the statement, the government.
Okay.
And I think there's no cause to worry about Nigeria because Major Baka is not going to, perform like Major. No, we know that he's Major Baka. And now what they think, Major Baka will not take their own memory of the former Dole regime and his as Major to do that thing or 2.0 of 1985 because you are right there when don't get it if you want the process.
Okay.
So what that cannot is not in here.
Okay. So we'll leave you there and go to line 3. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, my name is Praise. I'm calling from Belgium Rainbow Community.
Go ahead.
Mr. Johnson?
I'm Junbkies Morris.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, all right? I'm going to say that
Emmanuel Morgan Johnson is on the line. He's the chairman of the CDC Youth League.
Okay. I just want to say one or two things. If anybody saying to the center that this country is belong to certain group
of we'll leave you there and go to this call. Hello.
Hi, Junkie. How you doing?
Yeah, the general. Go ahead. Man CC.
Thank you. You just see my number.
Yeah, sorry, Man CC. Sorry, general.
Yeah, thank you for your show, Junkie.
It was an oversight.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, talk to your son. Your son on the line is between the UK and the US.
Oh, okay. This is my son there. The diaspora. I listen to it, let them say, and do well. But we'll tell everybody that nobody I was saying we face good and they get because of just the opening. We hear that the problem facing the election, but they are afraid. But we'll not be there. If they think that they want to say more than the election, I think if they try to do it, how would we election to be the end of the year? So when they get a
Thank you. That was the voice of Man CC, the general. Back to the chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, joking.
You listen to your people. Almost all of the callers commended you. Unlike Manfield Morris, who's trying to seek your indulgence that we take the process on a civil basis and to remain peaceful. But all of the callers have spoken. Mr. Chairman, what have you to say?
I want to first appreciate you for affording them the opportunity to express their opinion. This is the opinion that Waka would not tolerate the Yaka Kolba to express in the legislature. So he went ahead to remove Yaka Kolba from the national legislature. This is the tolerance that Kun would not tolerate, but to see Yaka Kolba is unlawfully and unjustifiably removed from the national legislature. So I appreciate you for affording them the opportunity for saying their mind, which is all we have. If our voices are sanctioned, we don't have the opportunity to talk, then we are. If we are complacent in waking up in the morning and there's nothing we can do, we just watch our neighbors and see them, whether some people have opportunity to eat, whether people don't have opportunity to eat, we just watch one another, and then the day passes by, and then we come to the next day, and we are aging over and over in the game, and we can't see anything, and we're giving birth to children. Now, children in the country, they don't have opportunity to go to school. There's no better tertiary education for university students, and when young people go to school, they graduate. Those who have the opportunity, they graduate. They'll sit home and still. Some of them use motorbike to look for ends meet, and even the motorcyclists are denied from plying the streets. And you can see a growing tension in our society. And to our mother who spoke from Netherlands, it is not our desire to be a war drum or to call for war in a country that we have for peace over the years. And today the man who serve as former president of our country, it's a peace actor. And I said that to all my lines, that he has acknowledged Nigeria peaceful nature over the years. Everywhere he went, talking about peace, he coordinated people through peace and social cohesion efforts and everything. But what do you expect from us as young people who wake up in the morning and look up to a government that promises us every day, but we see empty future that has uncertainty. There's no desire to see things going to happen better all for us. We also have listened to what has happened in previous government. The government was doing some effort. There was some effort. I don't know if this government was the alpha and everything very better or no. But we were doing substantial progress. There were gradual substantial progress from President George Manokia. Unity Party came with immense propaganda. To understand what Joseph Boaga, the president today, said there will be an end of Liberia. The man was calling for the end of the whole country. Then, I empathize with our brother in Israel. I share my condolences with her about the loss of her brother during the Civil War. Nobody wants war. War is not. We all don't want war. But if the government is refusing through legal means of relieving power, we will use the other means to remove that government.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying here today.
Okay.
That other means, whatever it may be called, whether it is armed or it is through brutal force, whatever it may be called, the young people will lead the effort in 2029 to ensure that there is a change of government. And that change will be made in favor of the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. We have identified a troublesome element, and we want to be very clear on this. We identify a troublesome element, an element that in 2023, without any authority, said that the Unity Party was winning on the first ballot to create conflict.
Yeah.
To create conflict against the National Election Commission official decision and pronouncement. That man who said that thing in 2023, that Unity Party have won on the first ballot, even though the election goes second round, Unity Party have won on the. I'm making it very simple. I make it simple so you can understand it.
Sure.
He said Unity Party have won on the first ballot. That is the very human being. When some people tell you say that man is a cadre, you must know who he is. That man is the cadre of the Unity Party.
Yeah.
It's a stooge of Joseph Human Boaga. What did the election? We're not saying anything because we are young people inexperienced. No, we're not inexperienced. We have opportunity. We've gone to school in the US, in Chicago specifically. We've gotten sophisticated degrees. We have worked in policy labs. We provide structural interventions for advanced economy. The United States is an advanced economy.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we provide interventions that have transformed people's living conditions, structural programs, structural activities, structural institution, and make institution work. So what happens if you provide? What happens in a circumstances where a man who has been nominated, election law says this person, any individual who will be nominated as chairperson of the National Election Commission must be politically neutral. That's what the law says. The person must be politically neutral. When we saw that man announcing in 2023 that United Party have won on the first ballot, in first round, even though the election went second round, contestable second round, but he said United Party won on the first ballot in first round. If that man with his bold face, without zero authority, can say that, in 2029 he will get the authority as chairperson of the National Election Commission to make official pronouncement of who win and who lost the process. In that an attempt, and I was saying everything, take it down, people who listening to all that and take it very, very conscious on this aspect of things. We're not saying it out of ignorance. We're not saying it out of emotional outburst or youthful exuberance. That's not what we're saying here. We're saying it out of thoughtfulness, well-organized, willful actions. That Boaga saw that Jonathan Weir is not politically neutral. Boaga went against the constitution of our country. Because if you appoint a person who is not politically neutral, it means you violated the election law. You're going against the country law. If you go against the country law, you must be prosecuted.
Okay.
You must be prosecuted, and sent to whatever is supposed listening to, jail or whatever the case is. So Bwaka has gone against the law by appointing a president who is not politically neutral. If that president announces a result that is contrary to the official statistics and official results in our data room through the Coalition for Democratic Change that suggests a victory on the first ballot of the Coalition for Democratic Change, if any result that is contrary to what we have, like Israel would be a different country, my brother. I want to be very clear in fact before they go all this.
Your party comments.
Liberia would be a different country. We don't want to remind you about what has happened in the history of your country. We don't want to remind you about that. But we'll be one of such young people who will move into history, will ensure that the government who is taking illegal power will be put down. We'll bring that government down. Waka will be overthrown. We'll take that power from him. We'll give it to the legitimate president who is the president. And who will be the president? We'll move that president to the executive mansion and we'll announce that process. We'll move our flesh and our blood in the atmosphere of Liberia, in the principal street of Monrovia. Any attempt for and I know the army will be in the line of what is right. It's obvious. The army will be in the line of what is right. So, if you're sure you don't want war, if you're sure you don't want that kind of circumstances to come to Liberia, President, we are willing to deliver that transition and say, oh, I got to take it, go. You say you want to transfer, you want to change the condition, you go change the condition. If you say, if you're sure, you can do it. If you're not sure, if you're not thinking about yourself, and you say you're thinking about Liberia, go to it. The first thing, so they may begin president, refuse to declare asset. See? You know about refuse to declare asset. That TJ housing rehab. That being housing bombing country. You go to Foya and there. All that kind of thing is happening in 2029. You got now result that use the CDC. I'm gonna show you Bwaka will lead that bro. Bwaka will lead that bro. Bwaka will be just bro. That the way the president of Venezuela was taken to the United States. We will gain his rope. His family will be gained his rope. His children will be haunted out because that is the generational curse Bwaka have created. We don't want to go that route. Because we don't want to go that route, we want to respect the law. We want to recall Jonathan Widow because Jonathan Widow is not politically neutral. If Bwaka go ahead and violate the law and make Jonathan Widow as chairperson of the election commission, we go to the election. Citizens win the election. Jonathan will not announce when they are history, my brother. I can assure you that. Thank you for the opportunity. May God richly bless you and save our country for the hands of Mr. Bwaka and help the young people with courage, so much courage. You know, every day passes by, they lose confidence, they lose hope in the country. They are weary. Jobs, the times are hard. People suffering. Taxes hard. Unemployment hard. Maternal mortality. Our women are going to get breath. They die. Child mortality. Young people going to hospital to give birth to children. Children are dying. So these circumstances, every other things that are happening, you know, infections are high, the gas prices high, transportation high, everything is happening extremely difficult in our country. The government will change the course of action. The government will change the course of action. We will be back. We'll not be back to talk. I can assure you we'll not be back to talk. We'll be back to act. And we'll be acting in our positions officially as chairperson of the Revolutionary National League of the Indomitable Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. Thank you ever so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. That was the voice, a powerful, immaculate voice of a promising young man, the man who commands commissars, cadres, and commerce. A man who wins the support of the young people within the Republic of Liberia, particularly from the Congress for Democratic Change, the greatest political institution Liberia have ever experienced. And his name was Emmanuel Morba Johnson. He is the National Youth League Chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League, Congress for Democratic Change, by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change. When we come back from our break, where we'll be taking the aggrieved MCSS teachers who have issues with salary adjustments with the government. We'll be taking them on this show to end the show tonight. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be bringing on the prophetess. And we hope to have the voice of Honorable Representative Yeka Koliba. We are making every frantic effort to have you on this platform on tomorrow. But the MCSS teachers will soon be in as my technical man here, my producer, Usher in. Let me take this quick break and be right back to take them.
We don't want to call the giant, but I know we the liar. We are lying straight for tire. We'll save the people there on the heads of the wicked one. Our team and poor, so they start to get away. When we are provoked, our spirit that is supposed to provoke, and then go up provoke. I'm thinking that that's supposed to provoke. They call our heavyweight. That we the champion team. Please show me with me. International we do be. Sing with me, say, Atalele, oh. Tio, lele, oh. Atalele, oh. Power to the people, only by the men that do evil. They say the people why they don't put in there in the spot. They get up thinking, no, see, running can grab the king. Then they get away, everybody in your space. I gotta go with fucking CDC, now take it. DC, CDC, we the champion team. Oh, you Jesus, you're in trouble. Come on, y'all move on the road. CDC coming in with food. We're not taking the strip for Joe. We're body after the chicken flow. AFP say a winning team. I hope I won a winning team. Now we the champion team. So for the win again. AFP say a turn giant. But we the lion from giant. Now we the whole country giant. We eat again and we eating giant. So if y'all want you people, y'all be making buck. AFC will not samosa. If y'all ain't want to roll a key, we'll pour in your mouth. Ruling by the challenge while every one of y'all making paka. You guys see we take over. So you're coming in with fun. Without y'all making fun, I will offer and making love. All the other party then going straight down to the door. CDC will stand it tall. Us I be watching y'all. Y'all think I'm thinking thing to be cheating the winning team. This time we too aware, so we cheating the referee. This time we too aware, so we cheating the referee. Don't want to rope it, Papa come here again. Don't want to rope Papa Georgie come here again. Don't want to rope Mama Joe come here again. Want to roll CDC come here again. Now they walk on the giant coming soon. Better move more. I say you're better move your more. Somebody get away. You see people get away. We come here again. Who wanna roll CDC come here again. Who wanna roll Joe, we are coming again. Who wanna roll Mama Joe, I come here again. Up in the road, CDC come here again. Now they walk on the giant coming soon. Better move him low. Say God better move him low. Joe, we are coming home. Better get away. Manda, Manda, Ai Puye, Liberia, DCENT International all day. I think you know Bill Gunn, UJ. This time around, take it, CDC. On the way.
I'm feeling the vibes with
So people call you caramel. Someone else call you perfect giant. For me, I call you. Somebody be represent. Somebody be represent. Yeah, I want represent. Sister, you represent. You like represent. You love what represent. I will represent. Yes, I will. Yeah, yes, I will. Yeah, for responsibility, love, and always love. I was saying, I wish I had to. So if you want to, don't want to run away. Mama, be happy, 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 happy. Yeah,
Oh yes. So that was a nice one. We just spoke with the Revolutionary National Youth League chairman of the CDC. It was fascinating. It was firing. The punches were high, and those that are calling and couldn't make it. That's it. This is the second segment of the show. Tonight, I have with me uh, three Liberians from the Morovia Consolidated School System. That is the MCSS. And they will introduce themselves quickly, then we jump into the cross of the matter. Let's start with you, sir.
By way of introduction, I'm Christian M. Roba, Secretary General for the Aggrieved Teacher for Salary Adjustment.
So my name is Tashi Galon Temi. I'm the PRO for this team.
My name is Jefferson Kisley, president for the team.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to the platform. This is Freedom Hard Talk, Freedom FM 87.9. You've been calling me, requesting to make an appearance because you've not been treated in line with compliance by the MCSS authority. So that's why you are here tonight. So before we can keep the ball rolling, let me quickly recognize our follower on our live stream. Okay?
Okay.
Mawata Berete is following. Favor L. Morris is following. She said, hello, Morris. Honorable Papi Success Keita following from Tuporo. Isaac Wutu is following from Samokatan. Vinicius Junior Bar, Nukutan District 16. Kingston Jesse Willer is following me from Plunkor, Burove City. Herring Tito Jr. is following from Carwell. Abubakar Sherry following me from Clarendon. Emmanuel Bro, welcome. He's following from Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's the United States of America. Setu B. Jabo is following me from Kakantown, Johnsonville. Is another Kakantown. Abubakar Sherry, okay. Terry F. Corner is following. Satu M. Miller is following. Saturday Zonwe Wondubula is following from Atlanta, Georgia. That's the United States of America. Darlington Dennis is following via our YouTube channel. Saturday, yeah, welcome. Grisman Mane watching from Kawa Road. Kobe Weeder is following from Kakata, Magibi County. Tomasin Wia Kofa is watching me from Upper Kowe, Somonka Town. Road. Estelle MG Play is watching from Burove Junction. There's a Partnersville Junction. I beg your pardon. Philip B. Flomo is watching me there from Nima County. Melvin Nathaniel Roosevelt is also following from Morovia. Dubon Hill is following through our YouTube channel. Samuel Kofi Woods Jr. We are 2029 is show. Derek P. Jala following. We are Henti. We are following. Juji Wonwe is watching me. Junji Wonwe is watching me. Matt Nelson is watching. William W. Hulu is following from Caldwell. Abel Masingo Hine is following me from Cleveland, Maryland County, where I'm from. Fedeu, okay, Lovetta, Bombo, Kokoli, Haba, Nathan Page, Ibrahim B. Kuruma, as J. Aze Wula Jr., following from Louisiana, Helena Wilson, Charles Dulu Bapu is following from So Cleaning Matterson is watching from EW Pinsville. Darlington Real is following from New Georgia Ophi. Bill Freeman's following me. Stanley Sharif is also following from Providence City. Buhama Emmanuel Lima following from T15. Hilton Walajedo is following from Green Bay City, Sino County. Sensi Kezulu following. Felicia T. Swain is following me. From the Yellow Machine People Speaker District, Gerald Roland Va is watching. We say Mason Austin is school, kicking, ready, prepare, willing, and able for 2029. So see that you take back your country. August is following. Paul Brooks, Zopon, Willie, where we are. Oh God, Matthew. Churo Play, Nathaniel Saki, Poker Rabo is following from on disclosed location. Okay, Gregory Palo is following. Yeah, Poker Rabo, welcome to all of our followings. Egna Kui, Moses Glady, Tracy Tano, Fit. Let's read that Fit. All of you follow. Welcome to the show. So back to you. We start from you. The cross of the matter. MCSS aggrieve teachers for salary adjustments. Why not?
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so first let's make this very clear. We have come here as professional people. We are not here for politics because teachers are professional people.
You are right. You are right.
We are not into any politicking. We have come just to discuss the issue. So the question, why are we here today? This entire thing about salary adjustment started as far back as 2018. And teachers have engaged the leadership, past and current, on several occasions. Our points were one, you know very well that we have graduated. Some of us have graduated with a BSc, some of us have master's degree, and all we need is that as per the law. That is not what we are saying. The Act of 2019 was very clear, part 1, section 1, very clear. Once a person graduates, you should give the person pay as per the qualification. Now, dated back in March 27, 2025, there was a resolution that was being signed. That resolution was being signed by a few authorities listed below. They are the president of MCSS, Mr. Augustine Yungwe. You have Mr. James Momo, who was then the superintendent of MCSS, the Minister of Education. You have the House of Representative, which was being signed by Mr. Frankie B. Massacre. You have the Librarian National Student Union, James Washington. You have the Federation of Librarian Youth, signed by Abdullah Obe. You have the Ministry of Youth and Sports, signed at that time by Kuta Bulokai. You have the Manoriwa Youth Parliament, signed by Daniel New. So all of those persons are just named. The signed a resolution taken into 3 counts. Count number 1, salary adjustment. Count number 2, employment of volunteer teachers on payroll. Count number 3, ensuring that salary be increased. So today we are here for one reason. And the reason is about, for this resolution, since April 2025, the resolution states that salary adjustment must be completed at the end of April 2025. Up to date, there has been no salary adjustment. So all we are here for is that informing our relevant authorities that since 2018, this engagement have started. Please, those of us that have a master's degree, just adjust our salary so that from BSc, since now we have a BSc and we have upgraded ourselves to master, adjust our salary so we make the referral salary. Those that have the BSc and currently are taking A or C salary, just adjust the salary so that they can start taking a BSc
So
salary.
I think basically what you people are calling for is just in line with the I think 2019 salary standardization and harmonization policy that was passed on by the legislature.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. That is why we are here.
Okay.
Yeah, so as my colleague said, according to the 2019 Education Enumeration Act, it stated that we should be paid per our qualification. And then based on our background, we engage our relevant authority, and then we had an MOU which was signed on March 27, 2025. At the end of the day, it never materialized. But rather, we were stay patient. We did a follow-up. And then on March 27, after the MOU was signed, we came up in January 2026, reminding our relevant authority in person of our superintendent, because we know what led to the signing of that MOU. Our students were beaten, they were whipped, some of them were detained because teachers had a go slow action at them. Based on our background, that MOU was signed, and the various stakeholders gave us the assurance out of April of that month, our adjustment should have been done. And in May of that same year, they're going to transition volunteers on the payroll. But none of these things materialized, and we kept on engaging them with numerous communication.
Engaging them, if you say engaging them, particularly.
We engaged on January 21st, we be saying, January 21st, we wrote our superintendent in person of that Augury Steven, who replaced Jean S. Mumon, concerning our salary adjustment in the MOU that was signed. And then there were no response. And then we rewrite again as reminder on January 29 to tell her we are still waiting for our adjustment. And based on our background, she sent a communication to CSA on February 13, formally informing them to do our salary adjustment. And we were patiently waiting. February ended, March ended, with the assurance that these things will have been fruitful. Nothing happened until April 7. We wrote her CC copy CSA, Ministry of Finance, all these communication with CC copy CSA, Ministry of Finance, our TA leadership, and then our FR concerning our salary adjustment. And there were nothing. That's what led to us having our peaceful assembly April 16, because after sending those information, numerous communication to them, we expected someone to call us to say, gentlemen, we need to have a dialogue to find a resolution to this issue that was signed since 2025, but none ever, none avail. And we are still in dilemma, and we have no alternative. We remain peaceful, engaging them, so that tomorrow we don't want when teachers are staying away or teachers are taking paga. People say they are selfish because the public will not understand. They will say the teachers are selfish. Our led our students go around the street, and we don't want this to happen. We don't want repetition of our student repeating again. We are tired of these things, and we want the rightful thing to be done. Give our just pay our qualification. That's all we are asking for.
So, specifically, the reason I'm bent on who's in charge of making good that particular request is so essential for the public to know, because you are requesting your just benefit, particularly a peculiar uh, arm of the society or facet of the society that has to do with imparting knowledge. Um, which entity, who's in charge of making good that particular issue that has to do with your salary being adjusted?
All right. I'm coming. It's in 2/4. The process begins with our central administration, MCSS central administration, that is headed by the superintendent. She have that mandate to CS it, and then CS it, then we do the verification, and then inform final ministry concerning these are people that have upgraded their salary and need to be transitioned from
So,
this
upgraded their educational
qualification.
qualification.
They are
and
upgraded their
standard.
qualification,
Mhm.
and they need to be paid per
Yeah,
their
in
qualification.
concept, yeah.
And then that's how it's work.
Mhm.
But it's not going.
So who do you think is responsible for that shortcoming? Who's reneging here? You care to respond?
Yeah. Who is reneging here is the superintendent.
Yeah, call your name again before.
I'm Jefferson Kisleya.
Yeah.
So she is responsible for that. Any communication taken from her directly to CSA will be able to add on, then finance will be able to look for the money. Like MCSS budget years back, 4.121 million. But now, since we are in a billion USD, so MC salary and budget has gone up to 7.12 million.
Okay.
And now we have even supplementary with budget.
Okay.
Quite recently being signed.
So you are saying, in line with stepping up the budget, in line with the development and progress being made on the budget line, it should resonate or trickle down with the salary structures in terms of standard and harmonization.
Yes.
That I am a BSc holder, I should be paid as a BSc holder, and he's there is an AA holder, it should be paid in that line.
So that is exactly what we want. Like we are saying, we have not come to override good things of MCSS. That is not our plan. Our plan is just one thing. That's why as a teacher, we have been very, very patient. Very patient. We are talking about this situation since 2018. It will pity you to know that an old lady who graduated with a master's degree since 2017, that lady currently makes an AA salary. And the sad thing is that her name was just mentioned for pension. How sad it is. So that lady is about to be pensioned where she will not receive her rightful salary for the master that she has earned. That's why we have come to appeal to central administration, to appeal to Mr. President. Mr. President Joseph Human Barker, your teachers are here. Teachers are people who are very patient. That is why since 2018, we have been in this process. And the good thing is that this is a resolution that was been signed. That was been signed by relevant authorities. These authorities, we have told them, they have told us, because initially when they signed this resolution on March 27, 2025, they told us, gentlemen, we will do this. And this thing should have been completed since April. We are not saying this. This is something that is written. Since April 2025, you told us salary adjustment will be completed. Up to date, you cannot adjust your salary. And the good thing is that the budget has increased, like we were talking about just now. Currently, we have, I think, 1 billion. Currently, MCSS budget has increased from 4 to 7 million. And I'm good that something good is about to happen where in recent time, Ministry of Finance just presented to the House of Representative. I think a recap budget where came from World Bank, I think somebody. They are talking about in the tune of 45, I think 45 million. That 45 million, the good thing is that currently, I think MCSS of education, let me just say education as a whole, has 7 million in in that budget. All we are asking for is that there's something that we should not even be begging. Who are teachers? Teachers are people who have made great leaders. Why is it that teachers, what is so sad? Every time when we try to take these kinds of advocates, they always say the teaching job is a sacrificial job. But sometimes I doubt it. Go at the Ministry of Education, ask for the minister's of salary. Get at the ministry, ask for the director's salary. Even get maybe at our late central office, ask for the boss's salary. It's tough. It's very fat. But come back to the classroom. We that are doing the job. With all the teachers, trust me, you will not have central administration because we are the one who are on the field ensuring that we get the job done. Please, please, we are qualified people. We are qualified people. We have earned our degrees. It's not easy to have a master's. It's not easy to have a BSc. It's not easy. Just pay us as per our qualification. That's all we want.
Okay. This copy is mine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then I will use this copy in terms of making follow-up. So for the sake of time, we will take a few calls, we'll squeeze in few calls, let the public have their say because we are discussing teachers, we are discussing the future, and we are discussing our children. If our teachers' welfare are not being met, our children will not have quality education to lead Liberia tomorrow. So call us on those numbers on 776 104 104 86 500 104. Call us and have your say. This caller, hello, your name is joining us from where?
Mr. Junbkies Morris. Junbkies Morris.
Welcome. Mommy.
William, sorry for this. Yes, David. I've been calling you, but you're
Yeah.
not picking up.
Yeah,
I wanted to stay down at you.
Yeah, the youth chairman on my line. The youth chairman on my line.
Yeah, the youth chair. Okay, Papa.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for having me, my son. But Morris, I still will be talking. You see, the problem is that sometimes we don't want to talk on behalf of the teachers, but they say our children, our parents, our fathers, so we also like to speak on your behalf. The time was telling them, or people were telling them, or journalists were telling them that today, tomorrow, they think we have said you were all there. You come on now, or come on now, come on now, the food. Yes, all of the things that he said, Junbkies and son. But however, the way that they started for in a single year, building for a mayor, they will not even like to get begging. So the only thing we have to do is to take him out of the data. They say, way back, during the days of John the Baptist, they talk about violence, talking about God. You understand me? So try and love me because he is saying that. This waited for the fact, but they get money to go straight to remove the economy. For the fact is, they Senate to remove the economy, and they not even reach the number. Now they will water because they will water for the land to get, but they couldn't get it. They come to for the sake. So when they move the yeke, so my son, your way and love me. Thank you, Morris, my son, for
Thank you.
having me tomorrow.
Thank you, Mambi. We leave Mambi there and go to the second caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Dan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, my name is Prince. I'm calling from Rainbow from Basin, Brownville.
Yeah, they agree. Teachers from MCSS are in studio.
Yeah, for me, what I got to say is, I hope they will know that it was some of the things I was saying yesterday, because yesterday we were telling Joshua that the same people were saying, I was salary under your book, and today it come to pass. So I'm sorry that this particular regime is a chapter regime that nothing good can come out of any teacher without talking about any certain thing. So we just pay on the contrary to the time. I believe that they are all lessons so that
to say.
Thank you. I'll leave you there and go to line 3. Hello.
How you doing, my brother? Okay.
Yeah, by God's grace.
I'm patient with calling for people.
Go ahead.
Okay. That's very hard to listen. You were here, the teacher, and rain camping in the classroom. Telling the student, when you not vote for Parker, or saying this there. When you not vote for Parker, you're not saying all of them. Why they say they are angry? Parker. I thought Parker had a salary there. Why they are angry? The parent teacher, they are so grateful. They rain camping in the classroom, okay? For the past 6 years, telling the student that when you vote for somewhere, you will pay this day. You're not there, great, you're not there, you're Parker. They're what? They're angry with Parker. Why did they go to real? Why did they go to real? Why did they go to real? They are a great teacher or angry teacher. Why they are complete? They just don't complete. They say everything is fucking for no reason. Why they should complete? All people fucking complete. They have to figure out it. You say fucking everything for you.
They are citizens of Liberia providing knowledge to our young people. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll leave you there. And let me go to line 1 and take this call. Hello. Hello. Oh. The line possibly here. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead.
My name is Victor P. Chabo, commonly known as Junbkies. I'm probably your dog child about your fact to the
MCSS aggrieved teachers are here in studio.
Well, brother, for me, I have even thought about the way our teachers have been treated and appeal for those that instituted the way appealing to the government, especially President Joseph Mubarak was reason of being able to address the plan. I mean, sometimes when I look at teaching line, I ask myself, why sometimes people don't teach people and the people who they teach, they're making progress and the teachers continue to remain down. Or students will just come to and they get back. We can see these things. People suffering to get something to feed. Let us just put it aside on the bill. These people are people who get on knowledge. Good ministers, all of those jobs, even the present teachers are talking. And why would you respect teachers in our country? We don't respect teachers, we don't respect anything. We don't respect actors.
Okay.
We rather need to help the people. Let the teacher to do something for themselves. You can't be a teacher you pass the knowledge right in the big common us. But please be reason to help the teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. This last call is in and for a day. Hello. Yeah, go ahead. Lift your voice. No time.
My brother is too frustrated to see MCSS teachers. They treated this way they are treated. As I speak to you now, they have MOE, yes, they make money the MCSS, yes. MOE master, they make money the MCSS master. And what's up? CSA, the post that central office has. My brother is the people that money. Since up to now, if there any other thing, I will really, I don't talk to any other thing. I say, I don't talk to any other thing. So, what will I go to?
Okay. All right.
So that, so into my company.
Okay. So let's just squeeze in the last call. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, quickly. 15 seconds.
Yeah, thank you for your honor discussion. My name is Bani Kiachi, 1 million we are follower of the bank of William.
Go ahead.
I want to say thank you to your guest.
instead of the concern, the teacher that were here, thank you for the ball. I want to say that, my brother, you have the patient because now the government that we get, Africa, when they can listen, they have ear, but they cannot listen to anybody. You that to the common people, they will not listen to you. So the only thing that in the whole process, either you came out together, that come up because none of the government, Africa government, they will never listen to you. You know, the common people. And this is their profession, and you people doing. To be teacher in the country, it's not easy. Seriously, teacher work is one of the difficult work that everybody that goes to that teaching today, they are one of the jobs that are very hard because you teach somebody before president, you're getting little or nothing, getting bigger money. What is the salary that the teacher they get today? They cannot. So it's very sad. Our country, the other countries, they will be home for the people, and they will be there. They will be taking care of the children. You see, but that is society to do for ourselves. So,
Okay.
my brother, sorry,
Okay. Your parting comments for the sake of time.
Yeah, so I will just start. Again, my name is Kitashi Galontemi. I'm the PRO for this team. The Aggrieved Salary Teachers Adjustment.
Yes, it's
So
20 seconds.
I just want to make this clear, right? Like we said, this entire process started since 2018. So we're talking about then George Manuel Weah. So we are not political here. I said this and I say it again. What we are here for, we are professional people. Election is over, and I think we see one Liberia. If you want to do some level of comparison, again, we are not political here. We are very professional. So our course of action, we are telling the governor of Liberia that if and only if our salary is not being adjusted as per our codification in June, we will get at the capital building. Again, very peaceful. We'll get at the capital building for our placard. If we cannot find solution there, from there, we'll get at the Ministry of Finance. Very peaceful. We'll not throw rock. We're not throwing stone. We're not insulting anybody. Just for our placard, appealing to our government, our central office, and all relevant authorities that teachers need to be adjusted as per our qualification. Thank you very much.
All right, the name remain constant, Christian M. Wawa. My parting comment is to ask national government, our central administration, and those necessary stakeholders that need to make sure our adjustment is done to do the rightful thing because it's overdue, and this is per law. They are aware of it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. My parting comment is that I think when you check this list, we were told to prepare the metric for the second time. Now we have done everything, all necessary processes that we have passed through. We are telling the government, especially the central office, let them do just our salary. Increase our salary is not now we are talking about, but since we have been, we have our document with all BSc master, years upon years now we have not been adjusted, so we're appealing to the government to do our salary adjustment. Thank you.
Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on. I know y'all sleeping there. Yeah? Okay, let's go.
That was it. They agree.
People fool us, if people lie to us, the government teachers.
Aggrieved teachers from the MCSS.
Retire with the promises that left up.
Yeah, on Hot Talk, Freedom Hot Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. My name is Junbkies Morris. A commentary that I'm supposed to read.
Why can't you speak? Why can't you allow their innocence to be? We just tell you.
concerning laborious nominee to ECOWAS Code. Councillor Seaman Serenius Seaforce. A detail to follow on tomorrow's program, same time, same station. My name is Junbkies Morris. And I want to say thanks to all of you that have been following the show. Those that call, those that try calling, and those that just sat and listened, and those that were watching, and those that appear. A special thank you to the Revolutionary National Youth League Chair of the Mighty Congress for Democratic Change, Honorable Emmanuel Morba Johnson, who appeared on the first segment of the show, and to the aggrieved teachers of the MCSS. Thanks to every one of you for making today's a great program. From my end, I'm Junbkies Morris again. I want to say bye-bye, leaving you in the capable and able hands of the puncher. That's the Morrises now. It's Gerald Morris. He will be replacing me here to continue the broadcast. Keep tuned to Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Hard Talk will be here on tomorrow, 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. I'm Junbkies Morris. Austin Kawa will soon be joining us, and hopefully we will be here on tomorrow. Bye-bye from my end, and God bless you all.
The people love to us. The government teaches us. They get light, they get steam, they go now, they go